So on Friday, I had to take this test. Basically, it's called a cold read. We take them like every 2 weeks. Honestly, in my opinion, I think they're pretty retarded. So I'm answering them the questions like normal. Basically, I gotta read a little story, maybe 2 or 3 stories, which are very short, and you gotta answer questions about them. So as I'm answering my questions, I know what I'm doing. Like they're pretty easy questions. I mean, there's that one that you don't know how to choose, which one to choose and all that stuff. So then I move on to my compare and contrast writing. I already answered all my questions. I go back and I'm like, hey, it was a matching one, and I realize, hey, these aren't correct. Like they're not matched to the right ones. So that to me was already suspicious, because I know I chose the right ones, because I was just like earlier. I was answering them. I knew exactly what I was doing. So and then I go back and I check them, okay? And I read the story again. I read it paragraph by paragraph to see exactly what was happening, because it was a sequence thing. So after I'm done with all that, I decide I'm gonna submit the test. I'm done, right? I finished everything. So then I submit it, and I go back to check the reflections to see, which ones I got wrong, which ones I got right. Somehow, the only ones I got wrong were the matching ones. And then I call my teacher over, and I'm like, hey, these answers aren't correct. Why are they different? And in her mind, like, straight up, she probably thought I was copying off the dude right next to me, because they do switch up, and if I copied off of him, I would get it wrong. And then she's thinking in her mind, I already know she's thinking in her mind that she's like, oh, no, he's lying. He's actually just copied off of his friend. Honestly, that's not the correct answer, okay? Because I answer the questions all by myself, and like I knew they were correct. She's like just sitting there like thinking like, I know you copied. And then finally I just say, look, I didn't do anything. I just want to know like why I got these wrong. I remember answering this. She's like, okay, what are the answers then? And then she went over her computer, and then I gave her what I thought a sequence was. She went over her computer, and then she decided, you know what? I don't know if these are correct or not. Like, she didn't say that, but I already knew in her head she was thinking that. So she's like checking them, and then all of a sudden she comes back, and she's like, you earned 1 point. And I'm like, how did I earn 1 point? And then she's all like, because you still gotta do test reflections. And look, I read this story, bro. I know exactly what happened, what the sequence was. And dude, first of all, I should get 100 points, because this freaking website Schoology talking how much of shit. They just freaking screwed up my whole entire test answers, so that makes me do extra work. So why in the world would I have to do that if I already know the answer? So basically on Monday I have to go back, and that's like the only question I really got wrong. So when I get back on Monday, I have to like change all my answers and stuff like that to like the correct answers, which is pretty annoying. It's called test reflections, so I mean, you guys hope and pray for me for that, because it takes fucking forever. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.